Welcome everyone, I'm Ricky from Tech Talk and today is my review of the Philips LCD monitor with power sensor. So sit back and enjoy my personal review. The model number for this monitor is 252B9. It's from their B line. You will also notice the model number is down in the bottom left hand corner on that bezel there. As you can see, it has a three-sided frameless design, which is really good. It really pulls you into your content and you're not disturbed by borders or massive boundaries to each side and on top. So as I'm going through the review, giving you the features and talking about the key features and the specs of this monitor, please enjoy images I want to showcase on this monitor and other aspects that I've done during my testing phase. First of all, I'd like to talk about the screen. The screen size itself is 25 inches or 63.4 centimeters. That is corner to corner and that is the normal way of measuring a display. It is a WUXGA panel that offers 1920 by 1200 resolution at 60 Hz. It has 5 milliseconds response time and that is grey to grey. So the backlight is a white LED system. It has a 16 by 10 aspect ratio which allows you to go beyond boundaries, and as you can see here with that three-sided frameless design as well, your image is going to go right up to the borders there and it near enough falls off. So it's ultra narrow bezels around all three sides, and along the bottom as well it's quite a small bezel which is really good. It's LCD panel inside that it uses. It's a wide viewing angle IPS panel, which means that you're going to get loads of great colour and great viewing angles from every different angle. And with this monitor it can be 178 degrees by 178 degrees, so vertical and horizontal for viewing angle experience. So as you heard in the title, I said it had a power sensor. So what does the power sensor mean? This is a built-in people sensor that transmits and receives harmless infrared signals to determine if the user is present in front of the monitor. So currently it is turned off, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's turned on. So as I'm far enough away, the monitor would actually turn off. So what it does is really dim the light there. It takes the brightness right down. So if you move away, it will automatically reduce the monitor brightness and could save you up to 80% on your energy cost, which is really good, and also prolong the life of the monitor. So it's really good when you are using this in an office process and you step away and you go to and from like I do all the time. It's good to have it on. It has two speakers built in, both offering 2 watts of power each. This monitor comes with flicker-free technology. So what is this? Due to the way brightness is controlled on an LED backlit screens, some users experience flicker on their screens, which causes eye fatigue. Philips flicker-free technology applies a new solution to regulate the brightness and reduce flicker for more comfortable viewing, and that's really good as well. If you're going to look at your monitor for a long time, you don't want to have it flickering. You want to actually enjoy either watching your content or enjoy your productivity like I do for a good length of time. Also that helps as well is low blue light mode, which takes away the harsh blue light, which really helps protect your eyes, especially if you're working later on in the night time. And if you're more ready for bed, that harsh blue light can actually make you not sleep so well. So that's really good as well. That really helps. Studies have shown that just as ultraviolet rays can cause eye damage, short wavelength blue light rays from LED displays can cause eye damage and affect vision over time. Developed for well-being, the Philips low blue mode setting uses a smart software technology to reduce the harmful short wave blue light. That's really good that option is on here, as it really helps people that maybe potentially look at their monitors for a very long time, like myself with a vision impairment as well. I have to be so careful of how long I spend looking at these monitors, and it's really good that Philips take the time to include these softwares to actually help us use our monitors for longer. Please remember always as well, when you're working, gaming, or whatever you're doing with your monitor, step away, go and have a break for a little while. It's good that we take time away from screens, so please do that, and I really recommend that it's done at all times, no matter your display. Also, again, another good mode for this monitor is easy read mode. So this gives you the paper-like reading experience, and I will show you how that works as well. So taking away some highlights of this monitor and some things to think about. It has a 5-year guarantee, so that's really good as well. If you're in a office use and everyday use, or if like me, productivity wise, I'm going to be using it most days, to have a 5-year guarantee, that's going to be really good. And make sure you always sign up for your guarantee. You have a 0 power consumption, 0 watt hard switch on the back there, so you can actually turn off the monitor on the back but still leave it plugged in. But it will actually use 0 watts, and that's really good. It has a VESA mount as well, so you can mount your monitor any way you want to if you don't want to use a smart ergonomic base. The monitor itself itself is quite plasticky feeling. There's good structure and good sturdiness to it, but the build quality is plastic, so please bear that in mind. But for the price point as well, you're getting a lot of spec for your price. Now I'd like to take you through the menu options that you have on this monitor. So taking a look at our system navigation for our monitor here, there are 5 buttons down on the bottom right hand corner, and they're facing you, which is nice. They're not underneath the bezel. They do have a little bit of writing on them, but otherwise they're quite tactile, and this is what they do. So first one is to power off your monitor and power it back on. I'm not going to do that, but that's what it does. You have a little LED indicator here. Next up is your menu. So press this and then you can use the next 2 to scroll through. There's loads of different options here to change and adjust this monitor depending on your choice that you want to do. So if we go back up to the top here, which I believe is this way, and then you press menu again, and that will take you into that option there, and you press menu again, and that can take you back and you can navigate through, or you can press this last button here, and that's your back button. So that takes you back out of everything you have done previously. So next to your menu, you do have 2 controls here for your volume, but this is actually changed to the power sensor. So this uses that inbuilt power sensor that I've talked about here. You can change and adjust the strength of it here. That's a really good option. This button next to it is your input. So you have HDMI, you've got your display ports, you've got a DVI, and you've got a VGA as well. So you can scroll through these and select again which ones you want. Then finally, you've got your smart image presets. So you can scroll through these and it will change and adjust your monitor depending on your needs. So we've got a low blue mode as well, and also you should have the easy reading one in here. Here at the top is the easy reading mode as well, so it makes it easier for you to read. You can scroll through and then change and choose which one best suits your needs. So at the moment, majority of the time, it actually stays on this one, which is Office. Go back, and then we're back. So that is the menu controls here for our monitor. Very simple, very easy to do. I'm glad the buttons are facing us. It's nice to have some writing on there as well. Makes it a little bit more simple to use, and then not so fiddly to actually reach under this bottom bezel here to actually find them. Let's turn the monitor around and have a look at the connectivity that you're going to find on this display. So laying the monitor down, there is actually a little switch that's underneath the column and the stand here that you press in, you'll hear a click, you can actually pull that out. That will reveal your VESA connection, which is 100 by 100. You can connect in there. And also it lets us look at the connectivity a lot more. So if I just tilt this up. So first of all, over this side, you've got your power. You've got your display ports, which is a 1.2. You've got then your DVI, your HDMI, which is 1.4, your eSub, and then also you've got your audio in and then your headphones as well. So you can connect up a range of different devices. And then like I said as well, with the cable that's provided in the box, you can then connect up to 4 extra USBs here. They're USB 3s. So you use this connection here to connect into either your PC, laptop, desktop, whatever choice that you want. And you've got 4 extra ports, and then one offers a fast charging as well. So that's really good to have. Also down in this bottom corner, you will see a Kensington lock, so you can lock down your system. And as you can see, the back panel is made up of a matte finish, and then it seems to be nice again. It's made out of plastic as well, which most monitors are. You can see your speakers down here at the bottom. 2 watts each, so a total of 4 watts power. And then also it comes with loads of cables that I showed you in my unboxing, so it comes with every cable that you see connection there, which is really helpful. So to return your column and stand, you see the 2 teeth here at the top. They go in the slots at the top first. Just line them up. You'll hear a click, push down so you hear a really good strong click. There we go, that's in there now, and you know that's secure. You have a cable management clip here as well to help keep them cables nice and tidy. Let's have a look at the smart ergonomic base and all the different tilt, pivot, swivel and height adjustment options you get with this monitor. So like I said, this monitor offers a great ergonomic style to it where you can change it so much. So first of all is the height adjustment. So at the moment it's at its highest point, and I can push this all the way down to its lowest point. So there's a really good height adjustment there. And that's actually 150 mils in difference. So you can really change and adjust the height that you want. So next is the actual pivot feature. So to pivot, actually tilt it backwards and then turn it around. It will only go one way. It will lock into that pivot position. Then you can then turn it down, then push it down, and again put it into any way that you want to have it, which is really good. And again, because you've got that height difference, you can change and adjust that height depending on your choice. Also, please note as well, the USB connections are up here at the top. So that helps as well if you want to use your USB connection still, but in the pivot mode here. So to bring that back again, just tilt it upwards, tilt up, pivot round. Coming down. So you can already change and adjust this quite a lot. And there's two other features here. So you have a swivel feature. So it will go all the way around. Near enough to 180 degrees. It's actually 175 degrees. So it nearly goes all the way around. So again, this can go wherever you need it to go. Then finally is the tilt option here. So to start off with, you can tilt it -5 degrees. So this is -5. And then you can tilt it all the way to +30, which is a real difference here. And again, that can be done at this level. It can be done all the way at the top as well. It can be done all the way at the top as well. And then obviously you can swivel this around and show anyone that you need to, or have it in the area that you need it in. So the ergonomic base that comes with this Philips monitor is really good, that you can change and adjust it to wherever you need it to. With the VESA mount as well, you can actually mount this monitor, but you will lose some functionalities when you take away that ergonomic base there. So one thing I want to show you is the easy read mode, which gives you experience of like reading a real newspaper. To turn this on, what you're going to do is select your smart image presets here, and then you're going to scroll through, but we're going to go to the one at the top here, which is called Easy Reading. I'm going to press OK. It makes it a lot more easier to read here, so you can read it. It gives you that newspaper sort of feel to reading, making it quite easy. So if we just jump in here, and then scroll through some of the posts. So you can read it quite easily, which is nice. And if you have loads of reading to do, it makes it a lot more easier. Okay, if you have images in that, like on my channel, I have a lot of images. It's not so good because you want to see the color and you want to see the bright vibrantness of these photographs. But you can read the actual text quite nicely. And it does work well if you have a lot of text to read. So say you was doing a document for work, or you was doing an essay, or you was doing a test or anything. It's actually easier then to read it through this way. Quite easy thanks to them presets in there. To change back is quite simple as well. What we can do is just press this button once again. Go down to the next one. You can see it's all colourful again. We're going to press OK. You're straight back in, and then you're going to get to see them images. So very nice and simple, but I just wanted to highlight that here, what you can do as well. So finishing up with my personal thoughts, I've had this monitor for about 2 weeks now, using it with different things and different connections. As you'll see on the right hand side is my MacBook Pro. That is connected in via the HDMI connection that is provided on the monitor. So I switched between that and also my Xbox One that's over to the right hand side. Both of them worked really well, enjoyable. To be honest, a monitor that doesn't pick up any issues is something hard to then talk about. So I've used this for so many days now where it's just turned on, I've used it, I've enjoyed it, I've got what I've needed done. Simple. I haven't had any issues, and that's really good. And I'm really pleased the way it's worked here. It's a nice size as well. For me, potentially 27 inch to 32 inch is slightly better, but 25 inch, it doesn't take up too much room here. I do like the base plate there where you can put on a wireless charger like I have. So that means I can charge up my devices. You do have the USB connections as well built into the monitor, which is a really key thing there as well. I do like having them extra USBs. In the description, you're going to find links to Philips UK where you can get more detail and everything I've discussed through now if you want to go and read it for yourself. Then also there will be a link in the description to the best price possible here in the UK, and I'll try and put one in for the US as well. For me personally, it has been an enjoyment to use. It's very easy to use, haven't had any faults. It's not a gaming monitor by far. It's more a productivity monitor and a monitor for work and actually enjoying content. So thanks always for watching, and if you do have any questions, please drop a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to help. This has been the review of the Philips LCD monitor with power sensor, model number 252B9. Thanks always for watching, and from me, Ricky, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.